This is SK Modified Country. Here's Bonzatufa with the start of tonight's SK Modified main event.
It's the toughest weekly division in all of short track racing, and it's underway. Chapman on the inside, Arut up top. Chapman's got the jump, he's got the lead. Now Kopech goes to the inside of Arut for second spot. Oh, trouble turn two. RJ Marcotte spins at the back of the pack while they race on up in front.
Marcotte is spun on, coming off turn number two. They're almost three wide at the front of the field. Marcotte sideways across in front of the FloRacing billboard, gets it fired back up, backs across the racetrack, and then pulls away. Only one lap, the fastest half mile you've ever experienced, has just occurred as we are ready to re-rack the field, and we're going to take it back up to speed once again.
Behind Jack Baldwin, that blue car, he's got Rafrano behind him. I think Marcotte got a little sideways off the front bumper of Baldwin's car.
I think you're right.
And then he just got loose. So Marcotte hit Baldwin in front of him, and that just got him sideways. We've seen that a couple times tonight.
Picture perfect, all set to go. Re-racked and ready for action. Here they come. Off turn number four. Green flag, waving in the air. Dylan Kopech by inches over Chapman. Chapman guards the bottom lane. Off the second turn, down the back straightaway. Here comes Troy Talman.
Talman in the three car moves to the bottom under Kopech. That outside line has not been very strong on the start or this restart as Chapman holds the lead on his own. Talman up to second. We'll see if Kopech gets in line in third. He does. Mikey Flynn in fourth. Arut side by side with Owen for fifth.
Owen and Arut are side by side for the fifth spot. In front of them, single file, nose to tail. They come off turn number four. Stephen Chapman still the leader. All of a sudden, inside lane looks racy. Following Owen to the front of the class, it's Austin Beers. Move back to the third spot.
Move up to the lead. Talman took a peek to the inside of Chapman, had to back out of it. Flynn moved to the inside of Kopech in turn one. They're still going at it for third.
It is now Flynn who takes over the third position. Todd Owen is hungry. He's growling. Oh, they come together. Owen, no place to go, and we've got other cars involved.
That's Bassett. That's atop the right front of David Arut's car.
Bad luck continues for Todd Owen, David Arut, Dylan Kopech, and George Bassett. He can't get a break if his life depended on it.
Bassett and Arut.
Yes, they just continue to be two individuals in the wrong place at the wrong time, no fault of their own.
This was a battle inside the top five. Kopech was running in the fourth spot. Owen tries to get under him. There was not much room for Owen there.
Then the field split. And if you chose the high lane, which George Bassett did, and David Arut did, all of a sudden the door was closed. Here's another look at it.
I mean, you see Owen trying to get his way to the bottom, and I mean, there was no space really for Owen to make that move, and he got into Kopech.
And the same situation, once that outside lane was blocked, Dave Monaco had no place to go. Bassett literally went up on top of the right front wheel. And believe it or not, it looks like
Flannery got a piece of that as well. Tyler Berry in the 18 car, you see him sliding sideways in the grass, made a nice save.
It looks like the 21 is able to drive away and is heading down at pit road. So let's go down to our pit road reporters because they have the best view in the house to take a look at the Bassett number 21 car. Guys?
Yeah, the 21 machine pulls down pit side. The window net is down, but Bassett pulls into the pit area. The crew's looking at the right front on that car. They just got work completed on the 81 of Todd Owen. He's heading back out. They had to do a front-end alignment basically right here on pit road for that car, but they are working on the left, actually, suspension, left front suspension on the number 21 of George Bassett.
It certainly has not, but JJ has set up that car to perfection. Tick Mike is anxiously watching his car as here they come off turn number four. Talman on the outside, Chapman on the inside. Mikey Flynn puts the chrome horn to the back bumper, but here comes Troy Talman. Casella Waste Machine on Casella Knight moves out, takes over position number 1, and who is the tail that wags the dog there? It is car number 76, Austin Beers, the pride of Northampton, Pennsylvania, the next door neighbor of Matt Hirschman. And he is just there after a podium run, Bonza. And now, look at the bid for that 3rd position.
Talman tried his best, but Steven Chapman takes the lead. Now Talman moves low. Not much room. Talman had to back out of it as Chapman shut the door big time. Talman in 2nd. Beers has pressure on the inside from Mikey Flynn to battle for 3rd, while Jarvis and Moeller battle for 5th.
No question there. It is a good battle. 3rd on back. It is literally a line of heavy hitters. Moving to the front of the field, Marcello Rafano. He started what we'll call it in the parking lot, back in the 20th position as he works the Wheelers Automotive Machine, now at the bottom of the top 10. Off the turn, almost 3 wide for the 3rd position, Michael Jervis.
Ooh, they made contact in turn 1. Flynn and Beers. Beers hangs on to it. Further back, David Arute slides through the infield grass. Further up front, though, man, I cannot believe Beers hung on to that car as the caution comes out for David Arute, stopped in turn 1. And Kurt Brainerd has spun in turn 4 off the front bumper of Bassett.
So the caution flag comes flying. And this, of course, the 2nd time in the event. David Arute's car does get fired back up.
Are moving forward quick, and we're not even close to halfway.
Let's take a look at this. If you're watching on Flow, take a look at the big screen here at Stafford. David Arute went down on the grass area, tried to save the car, but at the last moment, it got bogged down and all that got kicked up on the racetrack itself. Get ready. Hold on to the edge of your seat. There was an old saying that said, there's not a bad seat in the house, but the edge is where the excitement begins and ends. Here they come. Green flag is back out off turn 4.
Talman made the outside work for a lap or 2 on the last restart. Can he do it again? No, Chapman slides up in front of the 3 and takes the lead. But Talman's right there. He might make a move to the bottom, and here he goes, dive bombing it into turn 3. Troy Talman takes the lead.
The Casella Waste Machine moves to the front of the class. Troy Talman becomes the 2nd leader of the event. Chapman not done yet. Battle is for 3rd. It is Beers stuck in the outside lane of Mikey Flynn. Andrew Moeller is there. Good racing wherever you look. Michael Jervis and the cast that follows.
I mean, it is a land rush from 4th on back. They're all 2x2, about 12 cars deep. The first side-by-side battle is between Jarvis and Beers, and Jarvis has the 4th spot. Mike Christopher Jr. started 11th. He's now going for 5th on Beers, and he got quite the bump from behind from Moeller.
2 cars that are moving forward. The color red is the 22 machine. And that, of course, is Keith Rocco. Rocco has moved into the 8th spot. Marcello Rafano has come from the 20th position. He sets in position number 9. Back up front, Chapman wants a piece of position number 1. Talman says, no way. Door is open, but Talman closes it rather abruptly. Troy Talman, still the leader of the pack, 12 of 40, now complete.
And Flynn gets a great run off of 2, so he might have a shot, but Chapman blocks the bottom lane, does not give Flynn a chance. Mike Christopher Jr. got past Jarvis a lap ago. He's up to 4th. And look at Keith Rocco on the outside of Beers, trying to move up to 6th after starting 22nd.
Keith Rocco, whatever the problem was, Michael O'Sullivan and his son discovered it, and they are making magic. Rocco looking like days of old, and Moeller right there. Austin Beers shuffled back, and don't leave out Mr. 3-time Corey DiMatteo. Hummel's hot dog machine chasing the Italian number 88.
2nd place, Mikey Flynn dives below the 14 of Steven Chapman. They make contact through 3 and 4. Flynn's got 2nd. Christopher follows through. Moves up to 3rd. Chapman falls back to 4th, and he's got Jarvis right there with him.
Michael Christopher Jr. showing it was no fluke. Last week he won 2 major events in one night here at Stafford. Michael Christopher rim riding in the 3rd position. Peaks at the outside. It is the 24. Mikey Flynn still trying to hold on. Look a little further back, bottom of the top 10. Keith Rocco is coming, rolling down the back straightaway. Rocco reels in on Austin Beers, bid for 6.
Rocco's got to get to the bottom. He tried lap after lap to pass Beers. Now he's in danger of losing the 7th spot to Andrew Moeller in the 85. Moeller's been stuck. He made progress early, but he has not gone anywhere since then. He makes the move on Rocco, just about clears him. He does clear him, so Rocco falls back another spot.
And working the magic to the inside of him, it is Marcello Ruffano, the pride of Italy, puts his stamp on the position, and Marcello picks up 1. Let's go back up front. Now, Austin Beers gets a 2nd win. He's all over Michael Jervis, the bid for position number 5.
And we got a bid for position number 2. Mike Christopher Jr. is fast. He's right on Flynn's back bumper while Flynn is tailgating Talman into 3. The top 3 are nose to tail. Flynn pulled right up to the 3-car of Talman down the backstretch, gave him a bump, doesn't make a move yet. Halfway, 20 down, 20 to go, and the top 3 are all together.
They sure are. They pull away, but behind them it is a group of 4, a foursome. Meanwhile, Rocco's car out of shape, touch was made, Marcello Ruffano.
And David Arute has spun in turn 4, and this is a night to forget for that 75. That's the 3rd time he's had an incident, and it brings out the yellow at the halfway point.
So the Monaco Ford machine brings out yet another caution. 20 of the 40 laps now into the record books. Troy Talman has done a masterful job so far. Mikey Flynn, remember the story early in the night when Bonza said that Flynn is long overdue for victory. Will tonight be the night? Looking to make it 2 in a row. Michael Christopher, row number 2. Stephen Chapman. Oh, they come together off turn 4.
They kept it straight, though, so we're back underway at the halfway point. 20 laps to go, and Talman is back in front. Christopher on the bottom tries to take 2nd from Flynn. That 82 is fast. If he can clear the 24, he will waste no time going for the lead. Further back, they were 3 wide. They're stacking up. Corner hard in the wall. Owen's involved. Flannery's involved. DiMatteo, Tyler Berry, Marcotte, and Kopeck.
Wow.
And that all started between, I think, Marcello Ruffano and Keith Rocco. They were almost 3 wide. There was no room and no corner. I don't even know what to say about his luck. He took the biggest hit of them all in turns 3 and 4, and the right front is wrecked on that car.
And you can see.
And Todd Owens got the window net down, so I think he might be done as well.
He can't get a break if he tries in 2024 as the Owen Cooker construction machine involved in a tangle. And what about the Mid-State Site Development Team? Heartbreaker for them as well.
We'll take a look at what happened. I think it starts with Ruffano and Keith Rocco, the 2 red cars back in about the 5th row. So they come off of 2. Rocco's on the outside of Ruffano.
It looks like
Keith's trying to get to the
tries
bottom.
to come down to get to the bottom.
Yeah.
Ruffano is there, no place to go. Ripple effect. Corey DiMatteo tries to save it. Baldwin just nips the front of his race car and making that long, dejected walk back to the infield care center is Todd Owen.
All right, so we're on lap 21. Attrition is becoming key in this race, kind of like last week, because we've had several contenders involved in wrecks. Talman still leads. Christopher's in 2nd now. He's on the outside. Can Christopher make that top lane work? We'll see.
We'll see.
Otherwise, Jarvis is going to pounce immediately because he wants to get up there and battle the 3.
And don't count out Andrew Moeller, now back in the top 5. Keith Rocco is close. Marcello Ruffano is getting there, but it is Talman continuing to hold on. Michael Christopher making some noise in the outside lane, but Talman just shakes him off. But look out, here comes Michael Jervis. Jervis waiting for the curtain call, and he now moves or tries to move center stage. Here comes Andrew Moeller, Bonza, car number 85, inside, 3 rows back.
Yeah, Moeller's kind of boxed in right now. He's giving Jarvis a shove going into 3 as Jarvis is trying to get past Christopher, but Christopher is holding strong up top. Talman is loving this, but to be honest, even though they're side by side for 2nd, Talman is not pulling away.
Talman doing a great job of guarding his spot and taking advantage of the situation here. Troy Talman started the season with success on Sizzler Weekend. He's looking to carry it forth on the 4th of July.
Moeller took a look under Jarvis for second, actually kicked up some dirt, had to back off. Now Jarvis is right on the 3's back bumper. 3 versus 33, and they're side by side for third between Andrew Moeller and Michael Christopher Jr.
Keith Rocco's into the top 5. Flynn's back in 6. Marcello Rafano up to position number 7.
We got 15 laps to go in this one. 25 down. Talman looking for his second win of the year. Jarvis behind him looking for his first win of the season. So is Moeller, while Christopher sits 4th, and Keith Rocco has snuck into the top 5 for the first time tonight.
Off turn number 4. It is the Casella Waste Machine. Troy Talman setting the pace. Meanwhile, Moeller made a bid for second. It didn't work. Michael Christopher not done yet. Here comes Marcello Rafano following Keith Rocco, once his mentor, to the front of the class.
That line checked up a bit and caused a ripple effect, as Mikey Flynn now has fallen back to the 7th spot after getting passed by Rafano. Jarvis is right there. He's going to make a move to the inside. Nope, he backed out a bit. We'll see if he has anything for that 3 car. Moeller's right there in 3rd. We see these guys try to peek under cars in the center of the corner, but that is so sketchy because you get pinched off, and that's where things can go awry.
Certainly can, coming off the turn. Good forward bite when Talman's car, when he steps on the gas, it just squats and goes. That car is the car to beat here tonight. And right behind him is a parade of 4 cars. One tiny slip, and it'll change from 1st to 4th, but it is still Talman. Here comes Jarvis, makes a bid, can't do it, shuts the door off turn 4.
Yeah, Talman did shut the door. He came down at the last second right as Jarvis made his move for the lead. Jarvis is usually one of the more patient drivers out there. So is Moeller in 3rd, but how patient are they going to get? Because Mike Christopher Jr. is itching to move forward. He's pushing Moeller in turn 3. The top 4 are still nose to tail, and there's only 9 laps to go.
Clock is ticking. Time is starting to go away. There goes Jarvis down to the inside. It was almost there. Meanwhile, Moeller trying to shake off Michael Christopher. 4, make it 5 cars now. Keith Rocco is into the top 5, and solid 5 cars come back for the stripe.
Jarvis is faster, but he's taking it easy. How long do you wait, though? Do you wait till the last lap, or do you give yourself a chance to get passed from behind by Moeller? I mean, Jarvis is right on Talman's back bumper. Talman covers the bottom lane. Jarvis is still shoving Talman through 3 and 4 with 7 laps left in this one.
They come back to the stripe. It's almost like Troy Talman has a trailer hitch on the back of his race car. Suddenly, Jarvis slips up. Here comes Moeller. Pair of black cars bidding for second. Add one more to the mix. It's Michael Christopher. He gives a shot to the back bumper. Moeller is up to second. That shuffles Jarvis back to 3, and here comes Mike Christopher.
This is what I'm talking about. You wait too long and get past, that's what's happened to Jarvis. Moeller gave Jarvis a bump on the front stretch the last lap. It got Jarvis squirrely and allowed Moeller to move up to second, and just like that, Moeller has pulled right up to Talman's back bumper with 5 laps to go.
Final 5, 2.5 miles left in this one. It is still Talman. What a job he has done, holding off all the opposition. Down the back straightaway, Moeller looks high, looks low. Tap to the back bumper. Christopher is there. Talman sets the pace. Moeller tries to move low. It doesn't work there.
Talman has got to be careful. He is throwing the block on Moeller, and if a driver gets impatient, that block could end bad. Talman covers the bottom once again. Moeller is right there. Now Christopher goes to the outside. He's trying to get second.
Off the turn, Christopher with momentum. Christopher moves back into second. Now throw Jarvis back into the mix. Talman driving a flawless event. 37 laps are in the record books. Now moved up to second. Michael Christopher Jr. takes a peek to the outside. Rim rides off turn number 4. 2 laps to go.
That was a power move by Christopher, passing Moeller clean on the outside. It's going to be tough to get by the leader, and Talman is not going to give up the bottom. Christopher peaks up high. Talman is going to stay down low. The white flag is in the air. Talman is looking for win number 2. Christopher is looking for win number 2, and there's 1 lap to go.
Deep into turn number 1, final time. Talman, who's driven an amazing race. He's on the inside. Michael Christopher up on the wheel on the outside lane. Bottom of turn number 3, working their magic off 4. Troy Talman looks to see the double checkers in the air. He will take down the win.
What a finish. Talman hangs on for dear life and scores his 2nd win of the season. Mike Christopher Jr. tried, but he has to settle for 2nd. Andrew Moeller rounds out the podium. His top 5 streak continues with a 3rd place effort. Michael Jarvis Jr. finishes 4th. Keith Rocco, the biggest mover, going 22nd to 5th.
Let's go down to Dave Barabalds.
Our winner is out of the car, Troy Talman in the number 3. And Troy, you had guys draped all over you like a coat. How were you able to hold everybody off?
Boy, I couldn't put much more rear brake into this thing. It was tight, but I can't thank everyone behind me. It takes a team effort. I get the best car here. I get the best setup guy here, Shane Hopkins. Best tire guy, Scott McCarthy. Best engine, Mike Pettit. I had to take the line away to hold them off. I gave Junior the outside, see if maybe he could drive around me. But I was not giving up the bottom after what I've been through. So good run to Mikey Jr. and Andrew Moeller. I'm just happy to be here. I got to thank all my sponsors: Casella Waste Systems, Napa of Air, Eric's Cutting Edge, M&M Auto Body, P&D Pizza, Vandy Auto Supply, Northeast Race Cars. Northeast is back, baby. Thank you.
Troy Talman scores the win in tonight's 40-lap main event for the SK Modifieds. John Gates will talk to our 2nd place finisher.
Yeah, Mike Christopher Jr. talking things over with Dad. Now jumping out of that beautiful number 82 machine, and Mikey absolutely ran the wheels off this thing tonight. You and the 35 put on a show. You and the 3 put on a show. Man, the 82 put on a show. Congratulations, 2nd place.
Yeah, well, that's what we're here for, right? Lots of hinks being thrown in the last 10 laps of that race. So, if someone in front of you is not going to move them out of the way, might as well shoot it to the top and see what can happen. Almost got it. It's hard to tell what's going to happen. I don't think I was going to get by him, especially with only 1 or 2 laps to go. But, jump to the top. You never know what will happen. I just got to say thank you to Douglas from Esport Feeds. He's here. I know Moore's watching on Flow. Jim from New England Turf. All my product sponsors, VP Racing Fuels, CWPM, the Connecticut Trailers, Sean Waddell, he helped me out with my helmet today. So, it's a pretty decent night.
Yeah, there he is, MC Junior. He goes 2nd in that beautiful number 82 car, and what a run it was. Let's talk to our 3rd place finisher with Dave.
And I'm talking to Andrew Moeller. And Andrew, it's like a little bell went off at like lap 32. It was time to join the action.
Yeah, I tried to save a little in the tank at the end there. Unfortunately, just didn't have enough at the end. Just a little too free there. Congratulations to the 3 and the 82. Good run there. Thanks to everybody at part of this Petty Cash Motorsports team for giving me this opportunity. I mean, 7 straight top 5s is pretty amazing to have for us. So, good points day for us. Can't thank everyone enough. Waddell Communications. Waddell's also my spotter, so he did a great job on the radio all night long. All my crew guys, Tick Mike, Tyler, Jenny, and all the guys back at the shop. Naprico. Bud's Truck and Diesel Service, racechoice.com, Captain's Corner Deli, Papa Al's, just everybody involved in this race team. I can't thank everyone enough. JJ as well for the hot setup. We're happy to be back on the podium. Just hopefully we can get over in victory lane at some point soon.